Good evening, guys, and happy new year in advance. Okay, so I just want to quickly drop this to make it easier for people that are struggling to get their table of contents done or to get their manuscript done, formatting of their manuscript. So, by the time you're watching this video, I've already dropped some files, 2 files for you. But I want to actually show how you can actually just use one of these manuscripts that you have to replicate any kind of trend book that you want to use. You want to do. Depending on if you decide. There are a lot of gurus that they have different ways that they used to design their manuscripts. But if you know that you want to use my own style, you want to be using my manuscript, the one that is sent to the group right now for your trend books, it's fine. For example, this is my own manuscript format for all my trend books. And I've been making a lot of dollars. If you believe it or you don't believe it, this is my normal format for my trend books. Do you understand? So this is how to go about it, right? So this is the actual manuscript that I sent to you guys on the group, right? So this is talking about Kylian Mbappe and his troubles with my battery is low. And his troubles with PSG. This is one of my old manuscripts. I didn't publish the book later on, but this is one of my books. This is one of my manuscripts, and it's well edited, so you can see the title page, the subtitle, my name, the copyright page, my table of contents. This is my table of contents. As you can see, you have it with you, so you can check. Then everything is leading. So if you click on it, if you click on the table of content, the link is going to direct you to where you're going to find it. Then same thing with setting the stage for all the subtitles that are under it. And the format for my manuscript is always document outline. Okay, before don't let me go there. My okay, my my format, my text format is normal text format. I use a mix of Georgia, size 15 or 14 as if I have a lot of content from ChatGPT, I use size 15 or 14. Then my line spacing is 1.5. My paragraph is, as you can see clearly, so if you want to use it, what else? Let me see. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so my page setup is A5, as you can see here. A5, that's what I use for the formatting of my books. A5. Alright, so let me just show you what I want to show you. So I'm just showing you how I format my own trend manuscript. Okay, so now let me now show you how you can actually reduce your time when it comes to editing your manuscript. So now this is a version of this book. I had a French version that I was working on. I wanted to publish the English and the French, right? So I've already gotten, when I was done, after I was done with this, I also got the manuscript. I got the contents for the French coming for the French. I wanted to do the French edition for the book. Let me just delete this first so that I can show you what I want to show you. Alright, so I already got the contents for the French version that I wanted to do. Okay, so now this is the introduction. So let me just take it back. Alright, so I already got the contents for the French. So I've gathered the contents, I've done the formatting. Normally when you first thing you do is to get your table of content, then you format your manuscript. So I've done the introduction, I've in French right now, as you can see. Yeah, so I've done the introduction. Now it is left for me to do my title page, my copyright page, and my table of contents. Get me? Now you see all this introduction. The first thing I do is whenever I'm done with my manuscript, I make sure that I change my introduction style to heading 1. The title, for each chapter 1 is going to be in heading 1, then the subtitle under it is going to be in heading 2. I hope you are getting it. So those subtitle, the chapter, look at it here now. I think chapter 1 here is chapter 1 here is in heading 1 style. I will change the style. Come here, I'll change it to heading 1. Then the subtitle that ChatGPT gave me, I'll make sure it is in heading 2. So I'll make sure I do that for all my chapters. As you can see in chapter 2 again, this one is in heading 1. All the subtitles that is under it, they are what? In heading 2. So when I'm done with everything, I did that for all the chapters that I have. Meanwhile, it is not every subtitle heading that needs to be in heading 1 and heading 2. It is the one that ChatGPT gave you when you were trying to gather your manuscript. That those are the ones that you are going to do like that. So when I'm done with that, I'm till the conclusion. As you can see, this is the conclusion page. My conclusion also is in heading 1. As you can see, is in heading 1. Good. So when I'm done like this, so instead of finding a way to start going to document outline, to start coming to this document out, I think there's a way we always do that. You come to document outline and you start picking them one after the other, or you struggle. For everyone that is struggle with getting table of contents for their book, these are the people this stuff is for. So now what I will just do is this. I'll just go to my English, the English version of this book that I already sent to you. Then I will copy this title page like this. Do you understand? I'll copy it like this to this space. I'll copy, as you can see. Then I'll come to the French page. Do you get? I'll put this in editing format, page break. Then I come here. I can change the print layout. Yes. Then I will just do paste. Can you see? As I've done it now, the page, yes. So now I have the title page. Look at it. It came out same way it was on the second manuscript. Do you understand? So the first thing I will do is, number one, of course, I'm going to change this title to the French one. But I don't even need to. I will show you how I'm going to do this now. I will change the title. I will change the subtitle. Then I will change this one into French. But the main concern is your table of contents. Now, we have the table of content like it is in the English. As you can see here, you can see that it is in the English version. So all you just have to do, you already changed your introduction, all this stuff, into French. Those ones are in French. And you want your table of content to just update from English to French. You just click on your table of content and you see it, follow link, edit link, remove link. Then you click on these 3 options that is here. Can you see it? Just come here, click on it, then update table of contents. Can you see? Immediately I did update table of contents, it changed from English to French. So it means it has worked on the heading and heading 1 and heading 2 that you have in your manuscript. It has changed. And you see, if I press back here now, for example, it will take me back to English. Then to the front, I will have my French table of contents. I hope you are getting it. So now, as it is now, you can actually use this for your book. So all you just have to do is, whenever you have any manuscript that you already you completed, you formatted, all you just have to do is to come there. So what will I do now? I'll just come here, delete all this one, because I want my table of contents to start from introduction. So I can just highlight everything here. Then I will want to change the font to, let's say, Georgia. Then I can do the font at 12. So I do my font of my table of content at 12. I put it at 12 or something. I need the table of contents now. So instead of you trying to draft out your table of contents, you are struggling with it, having all this hyperlink. You don't need to worry. All you just have to do is that whenever you are done, it is that particular book, you just go and copy. So this manuscript that I give you now, if you put it on your Google Docs, all you just have to do is to just copy it the same way I just copied it. For any book that you are writing about, just copy it. Update your table of, make sure that when you gather your content from ChatGPT or wherever you are getting it, make sure that your chapter 1, introduction chapter, they are in heading 1, the subtitles are in heading 2. You understand? So after you are done, copy from whatever the manuscript that you have, paste it on that new page. Then when you come to your what's the name? Come to your table of contents, update it immediately. It will update it straight to the new. So it's even going to save you the stress of starting to do your table of content from the beginning again. So what will I do now? The next thing I will do is to change my title to the right one. So all I will do is just copy this one. I think I have my ChatGPT opened. I'll just come here and tell ChatGPT, rewrite this perfectly in French. So I'll paste it, I'll tell it. Yeah, I'll just tell ChatGPT. Yeah, so this is a version. So I will just copy it. As I copy this, look at what I will do. I will not just copy it on top. I can just come here, do a space, paste it. Can you see it? So it is still having the same format. It's not as if that format will now leave. You now have to be looking for it. So I'll just delete this one. Can you see? I still have that format on ground. The same format I use for my title. This is relative. You can also do it. I don't know the format you use for your manuscript, but this is what you have. So you don't need to start looking for fonts up and down. This one too, the English version, I will just come here. You know, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm doing French. For English, it is just straightforward. Whatever title you have for your book or subtitle, just change it immediately using this format. So I will tell this one too again that you write this perfectly in French. So I'll just I'll copy it. So if I want it to be exactly like this, I don't want the case whereby I will delete everything now and I will now paste this one. Okay, as I even paste it, it even work. Dope. But sometimes it doesn't work. So I will always prefer that my content is at the middle here, so that I can be. So I'll make sure. I mean, this is actually perfect. So now this one is perfect. So the next thing is to go and change this one to my French. Guess what? You understand that if you are doing this for your English manuscript, you don't need to be doing all this. All you have to do is to copy the title wherever it is and paste it on your title immediately. Rewrite perfectly in French. Alright, you serve. So to rewrite it, so I'll just copy, come here and paste. Can you see? So I have it in the format that I want. So it's easy. This table of content, let's see if there's another language for it in French. Rewrite in French. Table of contents, tables de Marcellus or whatever. So I will just come here, paste it. So I have it. So as you can see, I now have my introduction, my what's the name? Table of contents without having to start drafting it out. With this, all I just have to do is to save my manuscript. My manuscript is already good to go. I have my title on ground, I have my subtitle on ground with the format. So with this now, I can actually do like 5 books in a day without having any problem with getting content, getting the table of contents for my books. So people that always complain that they don't know how to get table of contents, with the file that I just sent to you, you can actually be using that on your Google Docs to work with any manuscript that you have. So all you just have to do is to re-edit, copy in your manuscript after you have edited your manuscript, you formatted your manuscript, your introduction, heading 1, your subtitles, heading 2. Then the next is to go to a previous manuscript that you've done perfectly, copy the title page, copy the copyright, copy the table of content page, paste it immediately. When you paste it as I did it before, it will come out like that. Then all you just have to do is to update your table of content. It will update all the table of content that you have in your manuscript fast, and your title page, you edit it, and you are good to go. So the next thing you do is to come here, save. Now people always complain about save. Number one, so for me, for Kindle, I save in web page zip dot web page, that is .html zip. So if I just save like this, so this is going to be my file for my Kindle, right? So yeah, I'll just save it that way. Then I'll come back again. Yeah, sorry, but you don't have access to this, but that's all we know. But I don't want to start struggling with it. You already know what's up. So at your own side, it should save. So for my paperback or hardcover, I save in PDF formats. So it's come out like this. Yeah, exactly. So perfect. As you can see, my table of contents, everything is perfect. Then I download, right? So I don't know why this one is writing error, but I will solve that out. I will see. Okay, I think I'm using a different email. All right, so that is just the mode of getting your table of contents done and your everything. I mean, your manuscript done in no time, because this will actually save you from stress. So some people will ask me that, why is my table of content like this? Why is it not the one that has something like this? Let me just see a book. Okay. Some people okay, sorry. So some people will say, what if I want a table of contents like this, like the one that is in this kind that is here. Okay, so I've already sent this file to you too. All you just have to do is same thing, just follow. If you know that it is this kind of format you want to be using for your table of contents, no wahala, follow it. It is cool. If you want something like this to be the kind of your table of content, it is fine. So all you just have to do is to copy it the same way. Copy from the title to the table of content, paste on the new on your new file, on your new format. By the time you do the updating of, when you come here, when you come to the edge here, yeah, now. So when you come to the edge here, oh, when you come to the edge, yeah, now. Just come here, you update your table of content. Immediately you update your table of content, it will go to exactly, I mean, it's going to update to the manuscript, the one that you have here, your manuscript from chapter 1 to the last chapter, and just edit your, I think I've done well. So happy new year in advance. I just decided to do this so manage it for me.